be back, and I wanted to do a little video because I got to go to the Final Fantasy Cafe in Tokyo. It was absolutely amazing and I had a great time, so I wanted to share some photos, a little bit of a review, and my little mini teeny tiny haul of things that I got from there. So Tamwise tip number 1, make sure you go in as soon as they open to reserve your spot, because they fill up very, very quickly. Originally you had to enter like a little lottery to try and get a spot because it was just so popular. But it's been open for a few years now, so you should be able to get in on the day, but definitely put it towards the front of your trip just in case you want to have a second trip in or you don't get a time that you want. So we went in right as it opened and ended up having like a 4:30 slot to come in and actually eat. There are 2 different cafes in Tokyo. There's one that is the Square Enix Cafe, and it's like a lot more chill. It's not quite as fancy. And then the one I went to, which was super fancy, and I absolutely loved it. Couple things. The food looked amazing. The food and the drinks. The quality was really, really high. All themed restaurants I went to tended to put the way it looked over the way it tasted, and they were quite expensive compared to other food that you would get. It's still cheap for me coming from Australia, where it's really expensive to eat out because of high minimum wage and other things like that. So I kind of went all out, and I still think it was only maybe around 5,000 yen. It was really reasonable. I didn't think it was that bad at all. Anyway, so when you go in, you actually get some little tickets for your time slot, and they have your number 3 and number 4. You can tell I was very eager. So they do a little mini lottery and you can win some prizes. I'm sure those prizes rotate, so it doesn't matter, I didn't win any of them. But the first prize was like this massive Moogle dessert that you can't order on the menu, and only one person gets it, so I was really sad that I didn't get that. I didn't really expect to win the little raffle that they have. They do a whole show, little intro thing, go through a lot of the stuff with you, but it's all in Japanese. But they give you a little English version of what you need to know. You have a little tablet, and it has all of the drinks and all the food and that sort of stuff for you. They did have a printed out version in English because I found the writing was really small and I have allergies. So yeah, it ended up working out really nicely. All the food was delicious. And yeah, so these are going in my scrapbook because I'm a giant nerd and I scrapbook because it's cute. And there are 2 other little things. Number 1, every single person has a little placemat, which is actually a super awesome poster. So Stormblood had just come out or was just coming out, so that was kind of the general theme you saw a lot there. And so yeah, they gave us rubber bands to take these home, so I need to get that one all done up to put on my wall. And I managed to nab one of those for a good friend of mine who is super, super into Final Fantasy as well. And this is my Pro Tamwise tip number 2, I think. I don't know, it's just a Tamwise tip. Every single drink and food item you order means you get a free coaster. They actually didn't bring it up inside. Outside, because I'd been talking to someone and I found it out, then they go, oh yeah, not a problem, and they counted them up, and they randomly give them out, so you can't pick any of them. The kind of cool thing about when I went is they have all the like skill classes like cook and or chef and all that sort of stuff as well. So I actually got the chef. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. And then my favorite is the Moogles! Sorry, I'm very excitable. I love Moogles. They're my fave. Moogles and Chocobos. How can you not? How can you not? But it's like a little army of little Moogles, so I actually think I'm going to frame that and never ever put a drink on it. And then the back actually has the cafe and some more Moogles because they know that people love Moogles. So that's really, really cool. But make sure you get them. If they're out, they'll write you a little thing, and next time you come in, you can get them. But yeah, that's why it's good to go early in your trip, just in case you have to pop back in. And then there's the Square Enix Cafe, which isn't too far away, and I've heard it's much, much easier to get into. You just walk in, but they had more merchandise there. So I went there, and I got a fat chocobo. And he's got his little cabbage as well, which makes me happy. In Japan, it's really common to see a lot of people with a cute little plush that you have like at your waist that has all your coins, because their smallest note is 1,000 yen, which is about like a $10 note for most people. I think it's a bit more for the Oz dollar, but yeah, so they have all their smaller things are in coins, so you have lots of coins and use them all the time. So I love that. And then the other thing I did get an art book as well, which I felt was pretty reasonably priced compared to how expensive they are here, for a friend who requested it. And this is my White Mage Chocobo. I love him so much. I tend to play a lot of healers and that sort of thing in LARPs that I do, so he just kind of speaks to me on that level as well. And I've played a lot of the separate games like Chocobo Dungeon and Chocobo Tales, and you know, there's so many of them. But yes, so Chocobo for life. They did have a Moogle with a little mail bag, and he was so cute. It was almost that. But they are really, really high quality, but they're definitely not cheap, so they're worth it. Yes, you are. He's worth it. I haven't talked silly. Okay, so yeah, that's everything that I bought and I got at that. I'll do a little montage of photos for you. I hope you liked it. If you've been there and you have your favorite thing that you've eaten, or look at the menu, and if there is a thing you want to try, comment below. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you soon.